Media is at International Property Show Dubai with Mr. Ismail Gasanov, Head of Business Development, Object One. So how are you doing today, Mr. Ismail?
Hi, very good morning. Very well, thank you. How about you?
All good, all good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for joining us today.
Most welcome. With pleasure.
Great. Mr. Ismail, so as one of the panelists in the International Property Show, can you tell us what key insights are you giving and hoping to share given Object One's remarkable growth?
Of course, definitely. Just first of all, we are in the biggest international property show that we have in the MENA region, especially in UAE. And it's a pleasure to being here, to having our colleagues and partners, they're having also participating here. And we was discussing today of the risks and the key points, how we can managing the assets of the investments in UAE market, and especially, of course, with our developer Object One. Because if we're comparing and looking just 2 years before, our Object One growth was more than 900% in the total. And we make over 1,000% more sales since last 2 years. So this was, of course, amazing result. It was an effort from whole our entire team, and it was a big, of course, work and vision of our chairman.
Wow, that's very interesting and that's a great achievement.
Thank you.
So coming to my next question is, under your leadership, Object One has seen tremendous growth. Can you tell us the reason and the success behind it? And what strategies makes you competitive in this market?
Of course, number one, we're trying to keep the highest quality that we want to deliver to our investor. Because the vision of our chairman and our company, it's not only to selling the apartments and the square foot. It's, of course, to selling the new lifestyle. It's selling the sustainability of the building and the community that we're delivering. It's not something only to having the access to your apartment and don't using all the amenities and facilities that we're creating. And of course, the location that we're choosing on, because this is the important points. And the materials, all the equipment that we're using, all the smart home system, the AI system also integrating in our building and of course in apartments.
Okay, that's very interesting. And it's nice to see how your leadership is taking the role in the future. So moving to my next question is, smart living is no longer a buzzword, but a reality in general for every resident. So can you tell us on how Object One is bringing this concept to life, especially to modern day users?
Definitely, I agree with you. The standards in UAE and especially in Dubai, they are very high. And only having some smart home system that you can use it to open your door is not enough. So this is why we're creating also using a different type of materials, as I mentioned before, eco-friendly system in our building. Of course, the number one that we also integrated the Daikin system in our projects, which is one of the leading and the best IC system in the GCC countries in the worldwide, Japanese brand, by the way. And it's integrated in all of our building, starting from luminaire that we launched in GVT from Object One. And then, of course, the materials, as I mentioned, that we're using, and also the facade. Now in our new building, we will have a new facade that they will be having really good staying about the heats and about the changing of the temperature, because we know 3 to 4 months in Dubai, we have a little bit hot temperature. So this is how to protect also the building and to having really a nice temperature inside, a part of using the AC system in the building themselves.
Wow, that's fascinating to hear. Daikin and other branding as well. And you guys are really heading it up. I think you guys are keeping a high standard and a high bar.
Definitely. And by the way, also another point that we're using a lot of greeneries, a lot of trees, a lot of new spaces to having in our building, like in the podium level, a lot of facilities and amenities that you can use it not only in the summertime, but also inside of the building. If the heat's also, as I mentioned, sometimes it's not that much comfortable, but still, you need to live. We used to.
True, that's very true and very interesting, in fact. So moving on, what is your role, do you think that international partnerships play in Object One and expansions, especially in markets like Germany and France?
Definitely. Since last year, we did almost over 100 roadshows and international events in the worldwide and all the continents in the world, starting from North America and South America, Europe, Asia, and of course Africa and Australia even. So And we see how the global market was oriented to us and to showing really the interest to putting the assets in the right place, in the safety government, and to having a really higher end lifestyle. And Object One, we are providing it. We are part of this. And this is why, especially France and Germany, these countries, the economic are really rich. We know as past how was it differently, and the people has investment opportunities, but they don't want where to put. And our roadshows, our events, and our touch with the investor and clients, it shows really. So France and Germany, it's top 10 buyers in all our portfolio, and it's keep coming. And also a part of this, now the British market starting again coming in more and more. There was every time here in UAE. There was one of the first one was investing here, but they're coming again and with much more enthusiasm and interest to investing in UAE and Dubai.
Moving on to my next question is, in your opinion, what do you think are the key factors that are driving the shift in resident preferences, especially to a more sustainable future?
Definitely, to first understand this idea, we need to see of the vision of whole UAE, especially until 2040 until 2050. UAE has a plan to have a zero sustainability, to having to bad impacts of the environment. And this is how we can understand the concept of whole of lifestyle of residential and the commercial and other building as well. So we, as a part of Object One, we are also creating this kind of environment and circle for our investors and for us as well. Because we know the future, people are looking for the eco-friendly places, eco-friendly lifestyle. Now the style is changing. The people want to live healthy life and enjoy really this all this stuff. And this is why we will be implementing a lot in our projects. Again, we will improve ourselves about the materials and of course the construction side. As we mentioned also to reduce even the paperwork, we have the 3D models for us and we have very well integrated system to showing all of our square foot, all our architectural design and department for creating all the exactly the apartment sizes. They are integrating all with AI and the 3D technology system. And it will be helpful a lot. Why? Because you're reducing unnecessary paperwork and to spend your time, and it's making more easy access to the investors.
That's very interesting to know. You guys are implementing eco-conscious roles as well as in your firms and outside. That's really remarkable to hear. Just one last thing I'd really like to know is, as you oversee strategic growth, what trends do you see shaping the real estate UAE market? And what kind of things that can we expect from Object One in the upcoming years?
Definitely, it's a great and good questions because we have a very long concept and a vision for developing our portfolio. And as you know, Object One is not only a developer, it's also a part of the holding. So we have a different fields in our holding, which is architectures, designing, and of course, Object One investment company, and the future will developing more and more. And of course, construction company. So we build for ourselves, which is DSCA. This is very important point. Why to mention, to understanding how we want to try to keep everything in-house to providing the best quality and the best vision on the end of the day for our investment. Because these steps that we can avoid to giving to outsource, it's help us to giving the best product on the end. Why? Because now you have big competition in UAE, in Dubai as well, especially. So this is why you need to be ahead, one more step from the others to giving it. And Object One, we will open a new markets a part of Dubai. Of course, we will enter to the new Emirates as well. This is our vision, definitely. And we will start hopefully soon with Abu Dhabi market with our new projects. Then we will have a new areas in the Dubai as well, which is Meydan and Al Jadaf, and also coast side, close to the coast side projects as well. And of course, I hope in this year we'll having already also a community with low-rise building, which is townhouses and villas as well. So, of course, it's very hard to being exact and doing as everything in a short time. But again, whatever impossible in Dubai, it's possible. And with our team, with our all vision of our chairman and managing all the stuff, I think we have a great chance to deliver this and to try and start it everything in this year.
Great, great. We do look forward to the changes that Object One will bring. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Ismail. It was really a pleasure having you.
Most welcome, with pleasure.